The unspoken desires, decoding what women truly want. Imagine possessing the ability to decipher the intricate tapestry of a woman's desires, understanding her deepest yearnings and unspoken needs. The allure of such an insight is undeniable, promising a profound connection and a fulfilling relationship. However, the reality is far more nuanced. Even with the ability to read minds, a man might find himself even more perplexed. This is because approximately 80% of a woman's core desires remain unvoiced, hidden beneath the surface of everyday interactions. This essay explores 9 crucial aspects of male behavior and character that women find incredibly attractive, yet rarely articulate directly. It delves into the subtle cues, the unspoken expectations, and the underlying principles that contribute to a fulfilling and magnetic connection. This understanding empowers men to move beyond superficial interactions and cultivate genuine, lasting bonds built on mutual respect, admiration, and a deep appreciation for the complexities of the female psyche. By mastering these nuances, men can unlock a new dimension in their relationships, fostering intimacy, trust, and a level of connection that transcends the ordinary. Prepare to uncover the hidden language of desire and transform your approach to relationships. The enigmatic allure of unpredictability. One of the most compelling qualities a man can possess is unpredictability. Women are intrinsically drawn to mystery and excitement. They thrive on the anticipation of the unknown. A man who operates outside the confines of routine, who introduces spontaneity and surprise into the relationship, sparks a vibrant energy that keeps her engaged and curious. Consider the alternative: a man mired in predictability, adhering rigidly to schedules, reciting familiar phrases, and frequenting the same predictable locales. Such monotony breeds boredom, gradually eroding the initial spark. When a man becomes easily deciphered, his appeal diminishes, and the woman may experience a gradual disengagement. However, unpredictability is not synonymous with chaos or unreliability. It's about injecting moments of surprise and delight into the shared experience. This could manifest in various forms, suggesting a new culinary adventure, whisking her away to an unexpected destination, or initiating profound and thought-provoking conversations that emerge from seemingly nowhere. The key lies in maintaining a dynamic and engaging atmosphere that keeps her emotionally invested. Women seek partners who infuse life with vibrancy and make them feel truly alive. If a man falls into the trap of predictability, the consequences can be detrimental. She might exhibit signs of waning interest, neglecting messages, canceling plans, or even gradually withdrawing from the relationship altogether. In such instances, the most effective response is not to pursue relentlessly. Confidence dictates knowing when to disengage gracefully, allowing her to reflect on the dynamic and perhaps reconsider her perspective. Instead, surprise her with your imaginative ideas, your spontaneous spirit, and your willingness to deviate from the conventional. The more positively unpredictable you become, the more deeply you will capture her attention and cultivate a lasting connection. The art of attentive listening. While seemingly straightforward, mastering the art of listening is a cornerstone of successful relationships. Women deeply value partners who dedicate their attention to genuinely understanding their thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. In the realm of relationships, communication stands as a vital pillar, and listening comprises half of this essential exchange. Regrettably, many men succumb to the pitfall of passive listening, hearing the words but failing to truly engage with the underlying meaning. Active listening, in contrast, distinguishes you from the crowd. It transcends mere nodding and requires demonstrating genuine interest in her narrative. This encompasses maintaining consistent eye contact, posing thoughtful questions that demonstrate your engagement, and responding with empathy and understanding. When a woman feels truly heard, she experiences a profound sense of validation and worth. Women are natural communicators, expressing their thoughts and emotions through verbal discourse. They deeply appreciate partners who invest the effort to comprehend their internal landscape. By practicing active listening, you cultivate a safe and supportive environment where she feels comfortable expressing herself authentically. This, in turn, strengthens emotional intimacy and fosters a sense of mutual trust. Furthermore, attentive listening provides invaluable insights into her desires, aspirations, and core values. It enables you to connect with her on a deeper, more meaningful level. It's important to remember that your role isn't necessarily to solve her problems or dispense unsolicited advice, unless explicitly requested. More often than not, she simply desires to be heard and understood. The power of active listening cannot be overstated. It makes her feel valued and distinguishes you from men who overlook this critical skill. By consistently practicing attentive listening, you'll observe a remarkable transformation in her responsiveness and engagement in your presence. The delicate balance of respect and assertiveness. Respect is a fundamental element in any healthy relationship, but there exists a fine line between genuine respect and excessive deference that can border on submissiveness. In their eagerness to impress women, some men inadvertently place them on a pedestal, treating them like royalty without establishing appropriate boundaries or asserting their own perspectives. While treating women with kindness and respect is crucial, it's equally vital to project confidence and boldness. A man who is overly respectful often falls into the nice guy archetype, becoming predictable, uninspiring, and ultimately unappealing. Women are drawn to men who possess a strong sense of self, who are not afraid to take the lead and express their opinions with conviction. Qualities such as playful teasing, confident expression of desires, and the ability to navigate boundaries differentiate a man who sparks attraction from one who is simply regarded as a friend. Being bold doesn't necessitate rudeness or disrespect. Instead, it involves embracing flirtation, taking calculated risks, and demonstrating clear interest. A woman desires a partner who can challenge her in a stimulating and engaging manner. The key lies in striking a balance between respect and confidence, treating her with kindness while fearlessly showcasing your adventurous side. When you master this delicate equilibrium, you'll discover that she perceives you as someone captivating and worth pursuing. The power of presentation, dressing to impress. First impressions hold significant weight, and a man's appearance plays a crucial role in shaping those initial perceptions. Women instinctively observe how a man carries himself, and dressing well serves as a reliable method for making a positive and lasting impression. This doesn't necessitate adhering to designer labels or expensive attire. Rather, it's about selecting clothing that fits well, complements your physique, and reflects your individual personality. Furthermore, cleanliness and meticulous grooming are equally important. A well-dressed man exudes self-assurance and communicates that he takes pride in his appearance. Consider this scenario: a woman who invests considerable effort in her appearance, meticulously attending to her hair, makeup, and outfit, meets a man who appears in disheveled clothing and unkempt hair. This sends a message of indifference, which can be a significant deterrent. Invest in a few timeless pieces that enhance your appearance and project an air of sophistication. Prioritize neutral colors, clean lines, and comfortable fits. A well-tailored blazer, polished shoes, and a neat hairstyle can work wonders in elevating your overall presence. Dressing well transcends merely pleasing others. It fosters self-confidence and enhances your overall well-being. When you look your best, you naturally feel more self-assured, and that confidence radiates in your interactions. Remember, by taking pride in your appearance, you demonstrate respect not only for yourself, but also for the individuals you encounter. Taking the reins, the art of leadership. Women are inherently attracted to men who exhibit leadership qualities. Leadership isn't about being controlling or dictatorial. It's about demonstrating decisiveness, confidence, and assertiveness. Whether it involves planning a date, selecting a restaurant, or making long-term decisions, women appreciate a partner who knows what he wants and takes proactive steps to achieve it. Indecisiveness is a significant deterrent, A man who constantly seeks direction, what do you want to do? Or defers every decision to his partner can appear passive or insecure. Conversely, a man who confidently makes decisions and demonstrates initiative projects an image of dependability and capability. For instance, when on a date, take charge by selecting the seating arrangement or suggesting an engaging activity. Show her that you have a plan and that you are capable of creating a secure and enjoyable experience. However, taking charge doesn't imply disregarding her opinions or preferences. It's about leading while remaining considerate of her needs. Open communication and mutual respect are essential. By embodying the qualities of a confident leader, you naturally make her feel cared for and valued. This harmonious blend of confidence and consideration is what defines a truly attractive man. The art of intimate connection, prioritizing her pleasure. One of the most undervalued skills a man can cultivate is the ability to pleasuring his partner intimately. Many women express dissatisfaction with partners who either rush through intimate encounters or approach them as a perfunctory task. This creates a disconnect and leaves her feeling unfulfilled. True intimacy requires patience, attentiveness, and a genuine desire to prioritize her pleasure. Take your time and make the experience about her needs and desires. This involves not only focusing on physical satisfaction, but also fostering a deep emotional connection. When you demonstrate genuine enthusiasm and attentiveness, she feels cherished and valued. Pay close attention to her reactions and nonverbal cues. Every woman is unique, so understanding her preferences and responding to her individual needs is paramount. Don't treat intimacy as a routine or a checklist. Instead, view it as an opportunity to deepen your bond and express the depth of your affection. Remember, confidence and open communication are crucial. If you're unsure about something, don't hesitate to ask her what she enjoys. This openness fosters trust and allows both partners to experience a more fulfilling and satisfying relationship. By mastering this skill, you demonstrate that you are not only a caring partner, but also someone who values her happiness and satisfaction. This effort will not go unnoticed and will undoubtedly enhance her attraction to you. The power of no. Establishing healthy boundaries. Boundaries are essential in any healthy relationship. While it's natural to want to please your partner, constantly acquiescing to every request can lead to being taken for granted. Women respect men who know their limits and are willing to assert themselves when necessary. When you establish boundaries, you communicate self-respect and a clear understanding of your own priorities. Saying no doesn't imply unkindness or dismissiveness. It's about remaining true to yourself. For instance, if she requests something unreasonable or attempts to test your boundaries, it's perfectly acceptable to politely decline. This doesn't diminish your caring nature. It enhances your respectability. Women often test men to assess their strength and resolve. If you consistently agree with her, she may begin to perceive you as a pushover. Conversely, a man who confidently stands his ground earns her respect and admiration. Think of it this way. Scarcity creates value. If you are always available and accommodating, she may not fully appreciate your efforts. By learning to say no when appropriate, you create a sense of balance in the relationship. This doesn't advocate rigidity or an unwillingness to compromise. Rather, it promotes a healthy dynamic where both partners' needs are acknowledged and respected. When you prioritize your own goals and values, you naturally attract a partner who values you for who you are. Embracing emotional resilience, the strength within. Emotional strength is a quality that women find deeply admirable. It's not about suppressing your emotions or becoming emotionless. It's about managing your feelings with maturity and resilience. A man who can maintain composure under pressure, navigate challenges with grace, and offer emotional support to others is incredibly attractive. Life is inevitably filled with ups and downs, and women seek partners they can rely on during difficult times. Emotional strength signals that you can be her anchor when faced with adversity. It involves demonstrating empathy while maintaining composure and confidence. This doesn't preclude vulnerability. In fact, sharing your emotions authentically when appropriate, fosters a deeper connection. It's about finding the right balance, being open without appearing fragile. Furthermore, emotional strength encompasses the ability to handle criticism and rejection without losing your composure. Women respect men who can accept feedback gracefully and utilize it as an opportunity for personal growth. By cultivating emotional strength, you not only become a better partner, but also enhance yourself as an individual. It's a trait that benefits all aspects of your life, from relationships to career and friendships. Strive to be a man who can confront challenges head-on while remaining compassionate and understanding. This balance will set you apart as someone who is not only reliable, but also deeply admirable. Living with purpose, the magnetism of ambition. Women are naturally drawn to men who possess a clear sense of purpose and ambition. A man who knows what he wants in life and diligently pursues his goals exudes confidence and drive. This trait is magnetic because it signals stability and determination. Having a purpose doesn't necessitate wealth or reaching the pinnacle of success. It's about having a vision for your future and actively striving towards it. Whether it involves building a career, pursuing a passion, or dedicating yourself to personal growth, your commitment to self-improvement is what truly matters. Ambition also inspires respect. A man with goals demonstrates that he is not complacent or stagnant. This creates an exciting dynamic in the relationship, as she knows you are constantly striving to be better, not just for yourself, but also for your shared future. However, ambition must be tempered with attentiveness. While it's important to focus on your goals, don't neglect your partner or make her feel like she's competing with your ambition. Instead, involve her in your journey and show her that she is an integral part of your life. When you live with purpose, you naturally become more attractive. Your drive, determination, and commitment set you apart as a high-value man who is worthy of admiration and love. Original writing, expanding on the concepts, beyond the checklist, cultivating authentic connection. While the preceding 9 points provide a valuable framework for understanding what women desire, it's crucial to remember that relationships are far more complex than a simple checklist of traits. The most profound and lasting connections are built on authenticity, vulnerability, and a genuine desire to understand and connect with another person on a deeper level. Focusing solely on embodying these traits as a means to an end to attract a woman will ultimately prove counterproductive. Instead, strive to cultivate these qualities for their own sake, as they contribute to personal growth and overall well-being. Authenticity involves embracing your true self, flaws and all. It means being honest about your thoughts, feelings, and desires, even when it feels vulnerable or uncomfortable. Trying to be someone you're not will inevitably lead to a superficial and unsustainable connection. Women are adept at detecting inauthenticity, and it can be a major turnoff. Vulnerability, often perceived as a weakness, is actually a sign of strength and emotional maturity. It involves opening yourself up to another person, sharing your fears, insecurities, and past experiences. This level of openness fosters intimacy and allows for a deeper understanding of one another. It creates a space where both partners feel safe to be themselves, without judgment or pretense. Genuine curiosity and a desire to understand your partner's perspective are also essential for building a strong connection. Ask questions, listen attentively, and strive to see the world through her eyes. This demonstrates empathy and shows that you value her thoughts and feelings. It also creates a sense of mutual respect and appreciation. Furthermore, remember that attraction is not a one-way street. While it's important to understand what women desire, it's equally important to be clear about what you want in a partner. Don't settle for someone who doesn't meet your needs or values. Be confident in your own worth, and don't be afraid to walk away from relationships that aren't serving you. Finally, cultivate a life that is fulfilling and meaningful outside of your romantic relationships. Pursue your passions, nurture your friendships, and prioritize your own well-being. A man who is happy and fulfilled in his own life is inherently more attractive than someone who is constantly seeking validation from others. The evolving landscape of gender dynamics, a modern perspective. It's important to acknowledge that societal norms and expectations surrounding gender roles are constantly evolving. What was considered attractive or desirable in the past may not hold the same weight in today's world. The traditional model of masculinity, often characterized by stoicism, dominance, and emotional suppression, is increasingly being challenged by a more nuanced and inclusive perspective. Modern women are often seeking partners who are emotionally intelligent, collaborative, and respectful of their autonomy. They value men who are willing to share household responsibilities, support their career aspirations, and engage in open and honest communication. They are also less likely to be impressed by displays of traditional masculinity, such as aggression or dominance. In this evolving landscape, it's crucial for men to be adaptable and open-minded. It's important to question outdated assumptions about gender roles and to be willing to embrace a more egalitarian approach to relationships. This doesn't mean abandoning your masculinity or becoming a doormat. It simply means being respectful of your partner's individuality and working together to create a relationship that is based on mutual respect, equality, and shared values. The power of self-awareness, understanding your own needs and desires. Before you can effectively connect with a woman, it's essential to develop a strong sense of self-awareness. This involves understanding your own needs, desires, values, and limitations. It means being honest with yourself about your strengths and weaknesses and being willing to work on areas where you can improve. Self-awareness allows you to make conscious choices about the type of partner you want to attract and the kind of relationship you want to create. It helps you to avoid settling for relationships that are based on superficial attraction or societal pressure. It also empowers you to communicate your needs and boundaries effectively, which is essential for building a healthy and sustainable connection. One way to cultivate self-awareness is through introspection and self-reflection. Take time to examine your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Ask yourself what truly makes you happy, what your core values are, and what you're looking for in a partner. You can also seek feedback from trusted friends and family members. They can often provide valuable insights into your blind spots and areas where you can improve. Another helpful tool for cultivating self-awareness is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you to process your emotions and gain clarity about your goals and desires. It can also help you to identify patterns in your behavior and to develop strategies for overcoming challenges. Finally, consider seeking professional help from a therapist or counselor. A trained mental health professional can provide a safe and supportive space for you to explore your thoughts and feelings, identify underlying issues, and develop coping mechanisms. Beyond the physical, cultivating intellectual and emotional intimacy. While physical attraction is undoubtedly an important component of romantic relationships, it's not the only factor that determines long-term success and happiness. In order to build a truly fulfilling connection, it's essential to cultivate intellectual and emotional intimacy. Intellectual intimacy involves sharing your thoughts, ideas, and perspectives with your partner. It means engaging in stimulating conversations, exploring new concepts together, and challenging each other's assumptions. It creates a sense of intellectual connection and keeps the relationship fresh and exciting. You can cultivate intellectual intimacy by reading books together, attending lectures or workshops, watching documentaries, or simply engaging in meaningful conversations about topics that interest both of you. The key is to create opportunities to learn and grow together and to share your intellectual passions with your partner. Emotional intimacy involves sharing your feelings, vulnerabilities, and past experiences with your partner. It means being open and honest about your emotions, even when it feels difficult or uncomfortable. It also means being empathetic and supportive of your partner's emotions. You can cultivate emotional intimacy by actively listening to your partner, validating their feelings, and offering support and encouragement. It's also important to be willing to share your own vulnerabilities and to be honest about your struggles. This creates a sense of trust and allows for a deeper level of connection. The importance of shared values and goals. building a foundation for the future. In order to build a lasting and fulfilling relationship, it's essential to find a partner who shares your core values and goals. Values are the principles and beliefs that guide your life, such as honesty, integrity, compassion, and loyalty. Goals are the aspirations and ambitions that you are working towards, such as career success, financial stability, or starting a family. When you share the same values and goals as your partner, it creates a sense of alignment and purpose. You are both working towards the same things, and you are both committed to the same principles. This makes it easier to navigate challenges and to support each other's growth. You can identify your core values and goals by reflecting on what is most important to you in life. Ask yourself what you stand for, what you believe in, and what you want to achieve. Then, look for a partner who shares those same values and goals. It's also important to be realistic about the level of alignment that is possible. No two people will ever agree on everything, and it's important to be willing to compromise and to respect each other's differences. However, if you have fundamentally different values or goals, it can be difficult to build a lasting relationship. The ongoing journey of self-improvement, a lifelong commitment. Building and maintaining healthy relationships is an ongoing journey that requires continuous effort and self-improvement. It's not something that you can simply achieve once and then forget about. It's a lifelong commitment to personal growth and to understanding and connecting with your partner. Be willing to learn from your mistakes, to adapt to changing circumstances, and to seek help when you need it. Don't be afraid to communicate openly and honestly with your partner, and to be willing to compromise and to work together to resolve conflicts. Remember that relationships are not always easy, and there will be times when you face challenges and setbacks. However, by committing to self-improvement and to nurturing your relationship, you can build a strong and lasting bond that will bring you joy and fulfillment for years to come. Adapting to different personalities. One size doesn't fit all. The 9 points discussed earlier serve as guidelines, not rigid rules etched in stone. It's imperative to remember that every woman is an individual, possessing a unique personality, set of experiences, and preferences. A technique that resonates deeply with one woman might fall flat or even prove detrimental with another. For instance, some women might adore playful teasing and a confident, assertive approach. Others might find it off-putting or even disrespectful. Similarly, some women might appreciate grand gestures and elaborate displays of affection, while others might prefer smaller, more intimate expressions of love. The key to success lies in observation, adaptation, and communication. Pay close attention to her reactions, both verbal and nonverbal. Does she respond positively to your flirtatious banter? Does she seem comfortable when you take the lead in decision-making? Does she appreciate your efforts to plan romantic dates? If you're unsure about something, don't hesitate to ask. Open and honest communication is crucial for understanding your partner's needs and desires. You might say something like, "I've noticed you seem to enjoy it when I do X. Is that something you appreciate, or would you prefer something different?" Be willing to adjust your approach based on her feedback. A relationship is a dynamic process of give and take, and it requires both partners to be flexible and adaptable. What works in the early stages of a relationship might not be as effective later on, as people change and evolve over time. The shadow side, avoiding toxic masculinity. While this essay focuses on positive traits and behaviors, it's equally important to be aware of the potential pitfalls of toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity refers to a set of harmful beliefs and behaviors that are often associated with traditional male roles. These can include emotional suppression, the belief that men should not express their emotions, particularly vulnerability or sadness. Aggression and dominance, the belief that men should be aggressive and dominant in all situations. Objectification of women, the belief that women are primarily objects of sexual desire. Homophobia, the fear or hatred of homosexuals. These beliefs and behaviors can be detrimental to both men and women. They can lead to unhealthy relationships, emotional distress, and even violence. It's important to actively challenge these harmful stereotypes and to embrace a more healthy and inclusive model of masculinity. This means being willing to express your emotions, to be vulnerable, and to challenge traditional power dynamics in relationships. It also means treating women with respect and equality, and rejecting any form of sexism or discrimination. Navigating the digital age, online dating, and social media. In today's digital age, online dating and social media have become increasingly prevalent forms of connecting with potential partners. While these platforms can offer opportunities to meet new people, they also present unique challenges and considerations. It's important to be authentic and genuine in your online profiles and interactions. Don't try to be someone you're not, and be honest about your intentions. It's also important to be respectful of other people's boundaries and to avoid sending unsolicited or inappropriate messages. Social media can also be a powerful tool for building connections and showcasing your personality. Share your interests, passions, and values, and engage in meaningful conversations with others. However, be mindful of the image you are projecting and avoid posting anything that could be construed as offensive or disrespectful. It's also important to be aware of the potential for online harassment and abuse. If you experience any form of online harassment, don't hesitate to block the user and report the behavior to the platform. Long-distance relationships, bridging the gap. Long-distance relationships can be challenging, but they can also be incredibly rewarding. The key to success is to maintain open and honest communication, to make an effort to stay connected, and to prioritize quality time together. Schedule regular video calls or phone calls to stay in touch and to share your thoughts and feelings. Make an effort to visit each other as often as possible and plan fun and exciting activities to do together when you are together. It's also important to maintain your own individual lives and interests. Don't let your relationship consume you, and make sure to prioritize your own well-being and happiness. The role of friendship, building a support system. Friendship is an essential component of a healthy and fulfilling life, and it's also crucial for maintaining strong romantic relationships. Having a strong support system of friends can help you to navigate challenges, to stay grounded, and to maintain a sense of perspective. Make time for your friends, even when you are in a relationship. Don't neglect your friendships, and be willing to offer support and encouragement to your friends when they need it. It's also important to choose your friends wisely. Surround yourself with people who are positive, supportive, and who share your values. Avoid spending time with people who are negative, critical, or who bring you down. Overcoming fear of rejection. Embracing vulnerability. Fear of rejection is a common obstacle that can prevent men from pursuing relationships or expressing their feelings. It's important to recognize that rejection is a normal part of life, and that it doesn't necessarily reflect on your worth as a person. Learn to embrace vulnerability and to be willing to take risks. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, even if it means facing the possibility of rejection. Remember that the potential rewards of a fulfilling relationship are worth the risk. It's also important to develop a healthy sense of self-esteem and to believe in your own worth. When you believe in yourself, you're less likely to be affected by rejection. The importance of forgiveness, letting go of the past. Holding on to grudges and resentment can be toxic to relationships and to your own well-being. It's important to learn to forgive both yourself and others, and to let go of the past. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning or excusing harmful behavior. It simply means releasing the anger and resentment that you're holding on to and choosing to move forward. Forgiveness can be a difficult process, but it's essential for healing and for building healthy relationships. It's also important to remember that forgiveness is a gift that you give to yourself, as it allows you to release the burden of the past and to live more fully in the present. Seeking professional guidance. When to ask for help. There are times when relationships can become overwhelming or difficult to navigate on your own. If you're struggling with communication, conflict resolution, or other relationship issues, it's important to seek professional guidance from a therapist or counselor. A therapist can provide a safe and supportive space for you to explore your thoughts and feelings, to identify underlying issues, and to develop coping mechanisms. They can also help you to improve your communication skills, to resolve conflicts, and to build a stronger and more fulfilling relationship. Don't be afraid to seek professional help if you need it. It's a sign of strength, not weakness, and it can be incredibly beneficial for both you and your relationship. The journey to becoming a high-value man. The 9 traits discussed in this essay represent a starting point on the journey to becoming a high-value man. A man who is confident, capable, and attractive, not only to women but also to himself. Remember that self-improvement is a continuous process, not a destination to be reached. By consistently applying these principles, you will not only enhance your relationships, but also grow as an individual, enriching your life in countless ways. Embrace the challenge. Cultivate these qualities and unlock your potential for a more fulfilling and meaningful life.